Have you ever struggled deeply to accept things you cannot control? Perhaps you've experienced significant setbacks, sudden life changes, or painful losses that felt overwhelming and impossible to accept. This internal resistance often leads us to prolonged emotional suffering, anxiety, and stress. Yet acceptance, the simple act of embracing what cannot be changed, is a profound step toward emotional freedom and peace. Acceptance isn't about passively giving up or resigning yourself to fate. Instead, it's a powerful acknowledgement of reality as it truly is, freeing you from unnecessary emotional struggle and frustration. When we refuse to accept reality, we remain trapped in emotional turmoil, repeatedly experiencing stress and disappointment. In contrast, true acceptance allows us to find calmness, clarity, and emotional resilience, even amidst life's inevitable challenges. Stoicism offers powerful insights and practical tools to help us cultivate deep, lasting acceptance in our daily lives. Ancient Stoics like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca emphasize clearly distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. Epictetus famously taught, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not." He explained that acceptance of this fundamental truth leads directly to emotional freedom and lasting inner peace. Marcus Aurelius similarly advised himself, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Marcus understood deeply that resistance to reality only leads to unnecessary suffering, while acceptance brings genuine tranquility. Seneca too urged his followers to embrace reality fully, advising that acceptance frees us from anxiety and emotional turmoil. Modern psychology strongly supports this Stoic wisdom, demonstrating clearly that acceptance significantly reduces stress, enhances emotional resilience, and improves overall mental health. Today, you'll discover exactly how Stoicism's powerful acceptance techniques can help you transform your emotional life profoundly. You'll learn practical strategies for recognizing what lies within your control and accepting clearly what doesn't. By practicing Stoic acceptance consistently, you'll experience reduced stress, improved emotional balance, and lasting inner peace. If you're ready to embrace acceptance and significantly transform your emotional well-being, stay tuned. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment on True Stoic Way, sharing your insights and experiences with our supportive community. Together, let's explore the profound power of Stoic acceptance, guiding you toward emotional clarity, resilience, and lasting inner peace. Let me share with you the story of Sarah, a dedicated teacher whose life unexpectedly took a difficult turn. Sarah was passionate about her work, deeply committed to educating and inspiring her students. Everything changed when the school she loved suddenly closed due to unexpected financial difficulties. Sarah was devastated, struggling deeply to accept this abrupt and painful change in her life. Initially, Sarah refused to accept the closure, filled with anger, frustration, and sadness. She constantly replayed the unfairness of the situation in her mind, growing increasingly stressed and unhappy. Her emotional resistance impacted every aspect of her life. Her relationships suffered, her health declined, and she felt trapped in constant emotional turmoil. Feeling overwhelmed, Sarah searched for ways to regain control and find inner peace. She discovered Stoicism, particularly its profound teachings about acceptance. Initially skeptical, Sarah decided to apply Stoic principles practically in her life. She began by clearly distinguishing between what she could control and what she couldn't. She realized she couldn't change the fact that the school had closed, no matter how deeply she wished otherwise. But she could control her response, attitude, and future actions. This simple yet profound realization began to shift Sarah's perspective dramatically. She started practicing Stoic acceptance intentionally every day. Each morning she reminded herself of Epictetus's powerful wisdom. Some things are within my control and some are not. Gradually, Sarah found peace and clarity in accepting the school's closure, recognizing clearly that resistance only prolonged her emotional pain. With newfound acceptance, Sarah explored alternative ways to fulfill her passion for teaching. She began tutoring students privately, discovering great joy and fulfillment in her new role. Sarah also found additional opportunities to create educational content online, reaching an even wider audience than before. She realized that acceptance didn't mean giving up. It meant embracing new possibilities with openness and resilience. Over time, Sarah's emotional health improved significantly. Her relationships became healthier, her stress decreased, and her overall happiness increased. Sarah deeply appreciated Stoicism's powerful teachings, recognizing clearly that acceptance had transformed her emotional life profoundly. Just like Sarah, many of us resist accepting things beyond our control, causing unnecessary stress and emotional suffering. But Stoicism reminds us clearly that genuine emotional freedom and resilience begin with true acceptance. Throughout this episode, you'll learn practical Stoic techniques to cultivate acceptance deeply and consistently in your life. You'll discover how simple acceptance profoundly improves your emotional clarity, resilience, and overall happiness. Remember to subscribe, like, and share your experiences below on True Stoic Way, joining our community dedicated to emotional mastery and lasting inner peace. Let's continue exploring together the transformative power of Stoic acceptance. Stoicism provides profound wisdom on the powerful concept of acceptance, teaching us how to clearly distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. At its core, Stoic acceptance is the intentional practice of fully embracing reality as it truly is, without resistance or denial. The ancient Stoics understood deeply that true emotional freedom and inner peace arise from this clear and consistent practice. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously stated, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond." He clearly recognized the profound power of acceptance, emphasizing that resisting reality only prolongs emotional suffering and frustration. According to Epictetus, acceptance begins with clearly understanding the fundamental distinction between what is within our control and what isn't. He explained clearly that things within our control include our thoughts, actions, beliefs, and emotional responses. In contrast, external circumstances like other people's behavior, natural events, or unexpected changes lie beyond our control. By fully accepting this critical distinction, Epictetus believed individuals could focus their energy clearly on managing their internal responses rather than resisting external realities. Marcus Aurelius, another influential Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, also emphasized the profound value of acceptance. In his famous journal, Meditations, Marcus frequently reminded himself to fully accept external events, regardless of how challenging or unexpected they might be. He wrote clearly, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Marcus understood deeply that acceptance doesn't mean passively resigning oneself to fate, but actively choosing emotional resilience and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Seneca, another prominent Stoic thinker, consistently echoed this profound Stoic wisdom regarding acceptance. Seneca advised his followers to fully embrace reality as it unfolds, understanding clearly that resistance only prolongs emotional suffering. He wisely noted, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Seneca clearly recognized that refusing to accept reality wastes precious emotional energy, causing unnecessary anxiety and stress. Instead, he advocated intentional acceptance as the path to emotional freedom, clarity, and lasting inner peace. Stoics viewed acceptance not as weakness or resignation, but as a profound act of wisdom and emotional maturity. Acceptance allows individuals to face reality directly and objectively, freeing them from emotional turmoil and frustration. Instead of resisting uncontrollable circumstances, Stoics believe clearly that acceptance provides individuals the emotional clarity necessary to choose wise, intentional responses. Practicing Stoic acceptance involves regularly examining one's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors clearly and objectively. Through consistent reflection, Stoics could identify clearly when they resisted reality and consciously choose acceptance instead. Stoicism also encourages deliberate visualization practices, such as premeditatio malorum, preparing for potential difficulties by imagining and accepting worst-case scenarios calmly and objectively. This powerful practice significantly enhances individuals' emotional resilience and acceptance capacity. Modern psychology strongly supports this profound Stoic wisdom, consistently demonstrating acceptance's significant positive impacts on emotional health. Research clearly shows acceptance reduces stress, anxiety, depression, and emotional reactivity. Acceptance also significantly improves individuals' ability to cope effectively with life's inevitable uncertainties and setbacks. Practicing acceptance regularly enhances emotional resilience, enabling individuals to navigate life's challenges calmly, thoughtfully, and wisely. Acceptance also profoundly improves overall mental health and emotional well-being, providing lasting inner peace, clarity, and emotional freedom. To effectively practice Stoic acceptance, individuals must regularly distinguish clearly between what lies within their control and what doesn't. Consistently reflecting on this critical distinction significantly enhances emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and overall emotional clarity. Stoicism also emphasizes the interconnectedness between acceptance and ethical living. Acceptance allows individuals to act consistently according to their core virtues and values, positively impacting their personal and professional relationships. Ultimately, Stoicism views acceptance as the foundational skill upon which emotional resilience, clarity, and lasting inner peace are built. By consistently practicing Stoic acceptance techniques, reflective journaling, intentional visualization, mindful observation, individuals profoundly transform their emotional lives. With regular practice, acceptance becomes second nature, significantly reducing emotional suffering and enhancing overall emotional well-being. Remember, cultivating Stoic acceptance requires consistent, intentional practice. Stay patient and compassionate with yourself as you deepen your acceptance practice daily. Celebrate each moment you consciously choose acceptance over resistance, recognizing clearly how this simple act profoundly transforms your emotional experiences. Consistently practice these powerful Stoic techniques and experience firsthand profound emotional clarity, resilience, and lasting inner peace. Stay engaged, share your experiences, and continue supporting our community here on True Stoic Way. Together, let's cultivate emotional mastery, resilience, and lasting inner peace through consistent Stoic acceptance practice. Practicing Stoic acceptance consistently offers remarkable benefits that profoundly transform your emotional health and overall quality of life. Understanding these benefits can inspire and motivate you to cultivate deeper acceptance in your daily life. One of the most immediate and powerful benefits of practicing acceptance is significantly reduced stress. When you consistently accept realities beyond your control, you reduce internal resistance and emotional tension dramatically. Resistance to reality, such as denying setbacks or unexpected changes, only prolongs emotional suffering, frustration, and stress. In contrast, acceptance allows you to face life's inevitable challenges calmly and objectively, significantly reducing emotional turmoil. Modern psychological research strongly supports this benefit, clearly demonstrating that acceptance-based practices reduce stress hormones, anxiety, and emotional reactivity. Another powerful benefit of Stoic acceptance is improved emotional resilience. Acceptance teaches you to calmly and thoughtfully navigate life's uncertainties and setbacks. Rather than emotionally resisting unexpected events, acceptance empowers you to respond intentionally and adaptively. Regular acceptance practice enhances your emotional flexibility, enabling you to cope effectively with life's inevitable challenges. This emotional resilience significantly improves your overall emotional health, enhancing your ability to remain calm and balanced under pressure. Stoic acceptance also significantly improves your emotional clarity and decision-making abilities. When you clearly accept what you cannot control, you free your mental and emotional energy to focus on things within your control. This enhanced clarity significantly improves your decision-making, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively to life's challenges. Acceptance also profoundly enhances your relationships, both personally and professionally. When you consistently practice acceptance, you become less emotionally reactive and more compassionate and empathetic toward others. You clearly recognize that others' behaviors and reactions lie beyond your control, freeing you from unnecessary emotional turmoil and conflict. This compassionate acceptance significantly improves your communication, deepens trust, and strengthens your emotional connections with others. Practicing acceptance regularly also significantly improves your overall mental health and emotional well-being. Acceptance-based practices consistently reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, and emotional distress. Studies clearly demonstrate that acceptance helps individuals manage emotional pain and difficult emotions effectively, significantly enhancing overall mental health and emotional resilience. Stoic acceptance also significantly enhances your physical health and overall vitality. Reduced emotional stress through acceptance-based practices positively impacts your physical health, reducing stress-related illnesses such as hypertension, chronic fatigue, and digestive problems. Acceptance practice consistently improves sleep quality, energy levels, and overall physical vitality. Practicing acceptance also significantly boosts your self-confidence and emotional strength. When you accept clearly what you cannot control, you become more confident in your ability to handle life's inevitable uncertainties and challenges. This enhanced self-confidence significantly improves your overall emotional strength, empowering you to face life's challenges calmly, courageously, and thoughtfully. Acceptance practice also profoundly deepens your sense of inner peace and emotional fulfillment. When you consistently embrace reality as it unfolds, you experience a profound sense of calmness, tranquility, and emotional clarity. Acceptance provides genuine emotional freedom, freeing you from unnecessary emotional turmoil and resistance. This lasting inner peace significantly enhances your overall happiness and emotional fulfillment, enabling you to fully embrace life's joys and challenges. Practicing acceptance regularly also clearly aligns your actions with your core virtues and ethical values. When you clearly accept reality, you respond intentionally rather than react impulsively, ensuring your actions consistently align with your highest virtues and values. This ethical alignment significantly enhances your emotional well-being, providing lasting emotional clarity and fulfillment. Stoic acceptance also profoundly deepens your gratitude and appreciation for life's simple joys. When you accept life's challenges clearly, you naturally cultivate greater gratitude and appreciation for life's daily blessings. This enhanced gratitude significantly improves your emotional health, deepening your overall sense of joy, and fulfillment. Consistently practicing acceptance also significantly enhances your ability to manage emotions effectively. Acceptance helps you clearly recognize emotional triggers and respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. This enhanced emotional intelligence significantly improves your emotional regulation, providing lasting emotional clarity, resilience, and inner peace. Ultimately, the benefits of consistently practicing Stoic acceptance are profound and transformative, significantly enhancing your emotional resilience, clarity, relationships, mental and physical health, self-confidence, ethical alignment, gratitude, and overall emotional fulfillment. Remember, these remarkable benefits develop gradually through consistent, intentional acceptance practice. Stay patient and compassionate with yourself as you deepen your acceptance practice daily. Celebrate each moment you consciously choose acceptance over resistance, clearly recognizing how profoundly this simple act transforms your emotional health and overall well-being. Stay engaged with our supportive community here on True Stoic Way by subscribing, liking, and commenting. Your insights and experiences inspire and support our collective journey toward emotional mastery, resilience, and lasting inner peace through consistent Stoic acceptance. Now that you clearly understand the powerful benefits of practicing acceptance, let's explore practical Stoic techniques you can apply daily to cultivate deeper acceptance in your life. These actionable strategies, inspired by ancient Stoicism and supported by modern psychology, will empower you to consistently embrace reality as it truly is, significantly transforming your emotional experiences. One of the most effective Stoic techniques for cultivating acceptance is called premeditatio malorum, or preparing for adversity. This practice involves intentionally visualizing potential challenges or setbacks you might encounter. Each morning, take a few moments to calmly imagine difficult situations that could arise during your day. Visualize clearly how you'll respond to these challenges with acceptance, calmness, and emotional resilience. This practice prepares your mind emotionally, significantly enhancing your ability to accept and handle unexpected events calmly and effectively. Another powerful Stoic technique is daily acceptance affirmations. Each day, intentionally remind yourself of Stoic wisdom regarding acceptance through simple, powerful affirmations. Examples include, I accept clearly what I cannot control, or acceptance brings me peace and emotional freedom. Regularly repeating these affirmations reinforces your intention to practice acceptance consistently, significantly enhancing your emotional resilience and clarity. Mindful observation of emotions is another valuable Stoic technique for cultivating acceptance. Whenever you experience strong emotions or resistance to reality, intentionally pause and calmly observe your emotions objectively. Notice clearly how your body feels, identifying physical sensations like tension, tightness, or emotional intensity without judgment or reaction. Simply observing your emotions calmly and objectively significantly enhances your emotional intelligence and acceptance capacity, reducing emotional reactivity and enhancing emotional clarity. Regular reflective journaling is also a powerful Stoic technique for deepening acceptance. Each evening, set aside a few minutes to reflect objectively on your daily experiences and emotional reactions. Ask yourself reflective questions such as, what situations did I resist emotionally today? How could acceptance have changed my emotional responses? What insights can I gain from practicing acceptance more consistently? Writing your reflections objectively enhances your self-awareness and acceptance capacity, significantly transforming your emotional experiences. Another effective Stoic technique involves clearly distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot. Regularly remind yourself of Epictetus' profound wisdom. Some things are within my control, and some things are not. Throughout your day, consciously pause and clearly identify situations or emotions you cannot control. Practice accepting these situations intentionally, focusing your emotional energy clearly on managing your internal responses rather than resisting external realities. Stoic-inspired grounding exercises can also significantly enhance your acceptance practice. Whenever you feel emotional resistance, intentionally ground yourself physically. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Notice your body sensations and consciously relax any areas holding tension or stress. This physical grounding instantly enhances your emotional clarity and acceptance capacity, significantly reducing emotional resistance and turmoil. Practicing intentional gratitude is another powerful Stoic acceptance technique. Each day, intentionally identify clearly aspects of your life for which you're genuinely grateful, especially when experiencing emotional resistance or challenges. Expressing gratitude clearly and intentionally enhances your emotional resilience, significantly reducing emotional resistance and enhancing overall emotional well-being. Regular Stoic-inspired meditation or mindfulness practice also significantly enhances acceptance. Each day, set aside a few moments for quiet meditation, focusing your attention fully on your breath and emotional experiences. Observe your emotions calmly and objectively, noticing clearly when resistance arises. Practice intentionally accepting your emotional experiences without judgment or reaction, significantly enhancing your emotional resilience and acceptance capacity. Another practical Stoic technique is intentionally shifting your perspective to enhance acceptance. When experiencing emotional resistance, clearly remind yourself that external events don't inherently cause emotional distress. It's your interpretation and resistance that create emotional suffering. Intentionally shifting your perspective clearly toward acceptance and emotional resiliency significantly reduces emotional resistance and turmoil. Finally, regular Stoic-inspired self-assessment significantly enhances your acceptance practice. Regularly evaluate your acceptance progress objectively, clearly identifying emotional growth areas and ongoing challenges. Ask yourself periodically, am I becoming more accepting and emotionally resilient? What progress have I noticed recently? How can I deepen my acceptance practice further? Regular self-assessment significantly enhances your emotional growth, helping you consistently improve your acceptance practice. By consistently practicing these powerful Stoic-inspired acceptance techniques, premeditatio malorum, daily affirmations, mindful observation, reflective journaling, clear distinction between control and non-control, grounding exercises, intentional gratitude, meditation, perspective shifts, and regular self-assessment, you profoundly transform your emotional experiences and resilience. Remember, cultivating deep acceptance requires consistent, intentional practice. Stay patient, compassionate, and committed to deepening your acceptance practice daily. Celebrate each moment you consciously choose acceptance clearly over resistance, recognizing profoundly how this simple act significantly transforms your emotional health, resilience, and overall well-being. Stay engaged, share your experiences, and continue supporting our community here on True Stoic Way. Together, let's cultivate emotional mastery, resilience, and lasting inner peace through consistent Stoic acceptance practice. Remember, cultivating deep acceptance isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a gradual, ongoing journey that requires consistent practice and gentle patience with yourself. Each intentional moment of acceptance significantly enhances your emotional resilience, clarity, and inner peace. The Stoics understood clearly that true emotional freedom arises from fully accepting life's realities as they unfold. Epictetus famously reminded us, happiness and freedom begin with understanding clearly what is within your control and what is not. Consistent practice of acceptance significantly reduces emotional suffering, anxiety, and stress, providing profound emotional clarity and inner peace. Stay patient and compassionate with yourself as you continue this acceptance journey. Celebrate each small moment of intentional acceptance, clearly recognizing how these moments profoundly transform your emotional health and overall well-being. With regular practice, acceptance becomes second nature, significantly enhancing your emotional intelligence, relationships, and overall life satisfaction. Your consistent acceptance practice not only transforms your emotional experiences, but also positively impacts those around you. Your calm, resilient presence inspires and supports friends, family, and colleagues, fostering healthier, more harmonious relationships. Consistently practicing acceptance significantly improves your overall emotional health, resilience, and clarity, enabling you to fully embrace life's challenges and joys. Stay engaged with our supportive community here at True Stoic Way by subscribing, liking, and sharing your insights and experiences. Your active participation inspires and supports our collective journey toward emotional mastery, resilience, and lasting inner peace through Stoic acceptance. Together, let's continue cultivating profound emotional clarity, resilience, and fulfillment through consistent practice of Stoic acceptance. Your consistent practice and commitment profoundly transform your emotional landscape, providing lasting inner peace and emotional freedom. Today, we've deeply explored the powerful Stoic practice of acceptance and its transformative impact on your emotional life. You've learned clearly how acceptance significantly reduces stress, enhances emotional resilience, improves relationships, and provides profound inner peace. Through practical Stoic techniques like premeditatio malorum, mindful observation, daily affirmations, reflective journaling, and clear distinctions between control and non-control, you now have powerful tools to consistently practice acceptance in your daily life. Remember, acceptance is the cornerstone of emotional clarity, resilience, and lasting inner peace. Each intentional moment of acceptance profoundly transforms your emotional health, relationships, and overall life satisfaction. Now it's your turn to actively practice acceptance consistently. Commit today to integrating these Stoic acceptance techniques into your daily routine. Observe clearly how your emotional resilience, clarity, and overall happiness significantly improve through regular practice. If you found today's insights valuable, please support our growing community at True Stoic Way. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights and personal journey inspire others on their paths toward emotional mastery, acceptance, and lasting inner peace. Remember, each intentional moment of acceptance brings you closer to genuine emotional freedom, resilience, and fulfillment. Stay patient, compassionate, and committed as you deepen your acceptance practice daily. Thank you for joining me today on Inner Stillness, a Stoic journey to emotional mastery. Together, let's continue cultivating emotional clarity, resilience, and lasting inner peace through consistent Stoic acceptance practice. I'll see you in the next episode.